Why does your dog stretch every time they see you? Why do they spin before lying down or tilt their head like they're confused? These quirky little habits are your dog's way of speaking. And today, we're finally translating their silent language. Starting with this one, why dogs chase their tails. At first glance, tail chasing seems like silly fun. Puppies often do it just because they're discovering their own bodies. But if your adult dog does it regularly, it's worth paying attention. One common reason is boredom. Tail chasing becomes a way to pass the time or release pent-up energy. It can also be a response to anxiety or stress. Just like humans bite their nails or tap their feet, dogs may fixate on their tails as a coping mechanism. In more serious cases, tail chasing can become a compulsive behavior, like a mental loop your dog can't break free from. It's especially common in high-energy breeds or dogs who don't get enough stimulation. The fix? More structured playtime, outdoor walks, mental enrichment games, and social interactions with other dogs. And if it becomes obsessive or causes injury, consult a vet or behaviorist. Behind the laughter of a spinning dog might be a cry for attention, relief, or a sign that something deeper needs your help. Now let's move on to another behavior. Why dogs scratch the ground after pooping. You might assume your dog is trying to cover up their mess like a cat, but that's not the case. When your dog scratches the ground after doing their business, they're actually making a bold, smelly statement to other animals. Dogs have scent glands in their paws, and the act of scratching releases their unique chemical signature into the earth. It's like their version of leaving a graffiti tag saying, "I was here." This behavior isn't limited to male dogs either. Females do it too. It's a social broadcast that communicates their identity, stress level, and sometimes even their reproductive status. Some scientists also believe the act of scratching feels physically good to the dog, offering a sort of stretch or endorphin release. So the next time your dog kicks up grass and dirt, like they're trying to tear up the lawn, know they're just leaving their version of a social media post for others to sniff out. Now let's move on to another behavior. Why dogs eat poop. It's one of the most disturbing things dog owners witness, your beloved pet eating poop. But before you panic or feel grossed out, know that this behavior, called coprophagia, is surprisingly common and not always harmful. Puppies often pick it up by mimicking their mothers, who instinctively eat their offspring's waste to keep the area clean. In adult dogs, the reasons vary. They might be bored, anxious, or seeking your attention. Some dogs even eat poop due to nutritional deficiencies, particularly if their food lacks digestive enzymes or certain vitamins. Others do it out of instinct, especially in multi-dog homes where keeping the space clean feels urgent. What should you do? First, consult your vet to rule out any underlying health issues. Then, work on providing a more stimulating environment. Keep the yard clean and redirect the behavior with treats or toys. Remember, they're not doing it to upset you. It's just their strange way of navigating the world. Now let's move on to another behavior. Why dogs sleep on their backs. When your dog sleeps belly up with all four legs in the air, it's more than just cute. It's revealing. This vulnerable position is a powerful sign of trust. In the wild, a dog's belly and throat are sensitive areas they protect fiercely. So when your dog sleeps like this, it means they feel completely safe in their environment. It's also a natural way to cool down. Dogs have less fur on their bellies, and this exposed position helps release body heat on warm days. While it looks hilarious, this sleeping pose also tells you about your dog's personality. Dogs that sprawl on their backs tend to be more laid back and secure in their surroundings. On the flip side, a dog that never sleeps belly up may still be adjusting to their environment, or naturally more cautious. So next time your pup flops down belly first, take it as the ultimate compliment. They trust you with their most defenseless state. Behavior 5. Why dogs get the zoomies. Your dog is lying still one moment, and the next, they're tearing around the house like a four-legged tornado. This sudden burst of chaotic energy is called the zoomies, And it has a real scientific name: frenetic random activity periods. Zoomies usually occur when a dog has pent-up energy or emotional overload. Maybe they just had a stressful bath, or maybe they're overjoyed that you're finally home. Either way, their body needs to unload all that intensity. It's a bit like a pressure valve releasing steam. Zoomies are most common in younger dogs, but even seniors can get them now and then. They're perfectly normal and healthy, but make sure your dog has a safe area to run without crashing into furniture or slipping on floors. If your dog gets the zoomies often, consider it a signal. They need more daily physical and mental exercise. In other words, zoomies aren't just cute. They're communication wrapped in chaos. Behavior 6. Why dogs jump on you when you get home. You walk through the door and your dog leaps at you like you're a rock star returning from tour. While it might feel overwhelming, this behavior comes from a place of pure joy and affection. In the wild, canines greet each other face to face by licking or sniffing around the mouth. Since your face is a bit higher up, your dog jumps to reach it. It's also a way to gather information. Your scent tells them where you've been, who you've seen, and what you've eaten. For puppies, licking around the face is also a way of requesting food or comfort. The challenge, of course, is that this greeting can become a problem, especially if your dog is large or jumps on children or strangers. The solution: teach calm greetings through positive reinforcement. Only reward them with affection when all 4 paws are on the ground. With consistency, they'll learn that being calm brings the same love they're excited to share. Behavior 7. Why dogs lick your feet. It might tickle or gross you out, but when your dog licks your feet, they're not just being weird, they're gathering data. Dogs have a special structure in their mouth called Jacobson's organ that allows them to taste, smell simultaneously. Your feet carry tons of scent information: where you've walked, what you've stepped on, and even subtle chemical changes in your body that indicate your mood. On top of that, your sweat contains salts that many dogs find appealing. Foot licking can also be a sign of affection or a request for attention. If your dog licks obsessively, though, it might be a signal of anxiety or boredom. In such cases, redirect the behavior with toys or interactive play. But if it's just a casual lick here and there, don't worry. They're just decoding your life, one salty toe at a time. Behavior 8. Why dogs nip your hands while being petted. Sometimes, in the middle of a loving petting session, your dog suddenly nips at your hand. Not hard, but enough to startle you. This behavior often confuses owners, but it's not necessarily aggression. For puppies, mouthing is a way to explore and interact. For adult dogs, it might mean they're overstimulated, uncomfortable, or simply trying to tell you, that's enough. Some dogs are sensitive to touch in certain areas, especially if they've had past trauma or aren't used to physical affection. Pay attention to body language. Tensed muscles, pinned ears, or yawning can all signal discomfort. Respect their boundaries and give them space when needed. If the behavior persists, consult a trainer or vet to rule out pain or anxiety. With time, trust, and patience, you'll better understand what your dog's mouth is trying to say. Behavior 9. They blink slowly while looking at you, just like a cat, but deeper. You've probably seen cats do the slow blink, but did you know dogs do it too? Only with a much deeper meaning? If your dog locks eyes with you and then gently closes and opens their eyes, it's not boredom. It's a sign of complete trust. In the wild, prolonged eye contact between animals is seen as a threat, but with you, it's different. A slow blink means your dog is completely relaxed and emotionally vulnerable in your presence. This is something they would never do around someone they don't love deeply. It's like a silent conversation where your dog is telling you, I feel safe. I trust you with my life. And here's the kicker. Most dog owners miss this subtle sign completely. They just think their dog is tired. But next time you catch those soft, blinking eyes watching you from across the room, know this: your dog isn't just resting. They're saying, "You're my favorite human in the world." Behavior 10. They wake you up gently. Not just for food, but out of love. Some dogs bark, jump, or paw at their owners to wake them. But if your dog gently nudges you awake with their nose, rests their head on your chest, or softly licks your hand in the morning, you're not just any human. You're the one they love the most. Dogs are pack animals, and in the wild, they never wake up a higher-ranking pack member with force. They show respect and affection. So if your dog chooses a calm and careful way to wake you up, it's because they hold you in the highest regard. They aren't desperate for food or a walk. They simply want to start their day with the one they love most. That gentle morning greeting is their way of saying, "I missed you while you were asleep." For many dog owners, this moment becomes the most peaceful and heartwarming part of their day. It's not about routine, it's about love. Behavior 11. They match your mood without you saying a word. This is perhaps the most mysterious and touching sign of all. Your dog mirrors your mood without needing any words, expressions, or explanation. If you're anxious, your dog might quietly sit by your side. If you're joyful, they get the zoomies. And if you're heartbroken, they may rest their head on your lap in absolute silence. Science has found that dogs can synchronize their stress levels with their owners, even detecting subtle changes in your scent and breathing patterns. But here's what's truly profound. Only a dog who is deeply bonded to their human can do this consistently. This isn't just empathy, it's emotional alignment. Your dog becomes your emotional shadow, walking with you through the highs and lows, feeling your energy like an extension of your soul. They don't need a single word from you. They just know, and they only do this for one person, their favorite. If your dog mirrors your mood, it means they've chosen you as their emotional anchor for life. Behavior 12. Why dogs bask in the sun. Does your dog love lying in sunbeams like a lazy cat? While dogs don't produce vitamin D the same way we do, sunbathing serves multiple purposes for them. First, it helps regulate their body temperature. Dogs run warmer than humans, and on chilly days, sunlight offers cozy warmth they naturally seek. But there's more. Sun exposure helps dogs produce melatonin, a hormone that supports restful sleep. It can also soothe sore joints and muscles, especially in older dogs with arthritis. That said, moderation is crucial. Prolonged sun exposure can lead to overheating, dehydration, or even sunburn, particularly in short-haired or light-colored breeds. Signs your dog has had too much sun include excessive panting, sluggishness, or drooling. Always ensure they have access to shade and water, and avoid intense midday heat. Sunbathing is like a spa day for your dog, relaxing and restorative when done safely.